the past 14 years, my family and I have made the drive from Pennsylvania to Tennessee 27 times to visit Great Smoky Mountains National Park. In some ways, our kids have grown up there. On this trip, we were greeted by a mama bear and her 3 cubs immediately upon arrival at our mountain cabin. This short encounter would prove to be just a preview of the incredible wildlife experiences that we would have on this trip that provided both photographic opportunities and wonderful memories. We woke up early the first morning and arrived at Cades Cove just after sunrise. We spotted 2 white-tailed bucks grazing along the road. I worked to position myself to capture an image of the bucks with the Smokies proudly standing in the background. Our morning in the cove would end watching the mom nurse her cubs that I featured at the beginning of the video, but this would not be the last time that we would see this family. Without a doubt, the cabin we stayed in was the nicest and cleanest we have ever stayed in. It also had the best views and most bear visitors we have ever enjoyed at a cabin. Many times, we'd find bears on the road up to our cabin. Our next morning in the cove, we immediately came across a large male bear courting a female. The hillside was dark and did not make for great images. We would find this pair again way off in a field eating blackberries. Interestingly, a mother bear with cubs was in a tree not far off from the mating pair. Male bears will kill cubs in order to mate with females, so she remained vigilant in the presence of this large male. Later, we would find her in a different tree, which must have been more comfortable. The encounters didn't produce any great images, but it was interesting to witness the behavior. One of the goals of the trip was to capture senior pictures of my daughter in the cove, a place that she has loved her entire life. Although I'm not a portrait photographer, we did our best to capture a few images. Of course, it wouldn't be a shoot in the cove if a bear didn't show up. The mating pair from the day before decided to see what we were up to while photographing at the John Oliver cabin. I'm not sure if he ever figured out what the sign said, but he decided to retreat back into the woods after his partner after investigating. "848 miles of hiking trails run through the park. We always take time to explore a few of those miles during our visits. Our favorite trail has changed throughout the years. Currently, we really enjoy the hike to Andrews Bald, which rewards hikers with a grand mountain view. The Bald is always so peaceful as hikers relax and enjoy the open area. The drive to the trailhead provides several pull-offs to take in classic Great Smoky Mountain National Park views. Our final trip to the cove provided another meeting with a mom with 3 cubs. When we arrived on the scene, her cubs were resting in a tree while she grazed in a field across the road. She didn't seem to have a care in the world until she suddenly became alert and stood up several times. Soon, another bear walked near the tree where her cubs were resting. Mama Bear raced towards the other bear, forcing it to change course and move out of the area. She then stood guard for several minutes. Finally, she returned to the field to continue looking for the last of the blackberry crop. This exciting encounter was a great way to end our trip. While I wasn't able to capture too many images, the amount of wildlife activity that we witnessed was fantastic, especially considering on several days temperatures reached into the upper 90s. We look forward to our next trip and more encounters with wildlife. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow along as I photograph wildlife and share these special moments that I find in nature.